Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of The Good, the Great, and the Ugly. I'm Coach Gene Clemens, and today I'm going to be looking at Clemson 2020 defensive end commit Myles Murphy. He was the #1 defensive end in the country. He's going to Clemson to join Bryan Bresee, who's the #1 defensive lineman and overall player in the country. Now, with those two guys, you got a combination of guys who are big, athletic. But what I really like about Myles Murphy is the fact that he is so explosive and his motor is second to none. So when we look at these three plays, I really want you to pay attention to that. Now there's a flaw in his game that I think he'll be able to get up under control once he gets to Clemson. He tends to rush a little bit out of control, and that can get him into trouble. But when you see the upside on a young man like this, you are more than happy to take that small little ugly that he has and be able to work with it. Let's take a look. The thing that you love about a guy like Myles Murphy is that he's so explosive out of his stance. Watch how quickly he's able to eat up the cushion that the offensive tackle tries to create by his kick slide. He gets into his body, notices the help coming from the back, takes an inside move, and gets up on the quarterback before the quarterback has an opportunity to escape to the outside. Besides the size and athleticism, it is the motor of Myles Murphy that makes him spectacular. Again, you see him kind of rushing out of control, bull rushing, quarterback's able to escape, but watch him. You see him on the outside tracking. Now he's not even in the picture, and then wham, there he goes running step for step with an athletic quarterback. He's able to make the tackle 20 yards downfield. It's extremely difficult to find an ugly on Myles, but the one thing I believe he'll have to improve on when he goes to the next level is how to break down. Here he lets an offensive tackle entice him up the field, and they set up a screen right behind him, obviously using his aggressiveness against him. Quarterbacks have also been able to escape sacks against him because he doesn't always break down when he's about to make those tackles. Wow, another fantastic commitment for the Clemson Tigers. You wonder why they're in the championship every year or fighting for a championship every year. This is why, because they are currently getting the best defensive line prospects in the country, and this year is no difference. I mean, Myles Murphy, Bryan Bresee, it sounds like a bunch of superhero names with the alliteration and everything. I really love what Murphy does. Again, explosion, explosion, explosion. He's going to get better at using his hands, and he's definitely going to get better at being able to break down and make that tackle when it matters, because that seems to be an issue with a lot of defensive linemen in the high school ranks. They just don't know how to get a control of their body yet to be able to break down and keep those quarterbacks from running away from, or at least from getting away from that initial contact. So I love it. I'm waiting to see what this young man does at the next level. I think he will be on the field very early for Clemson, because you can't teach what he can do, and that is the explosiveness in the pass rush. So for the good, the great, and the ugly, I've been Coach Gene Clemens. Make sure that if you like these little vignettes that we're doing, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I would love to give the Clemson fans one of these every week. If I get a 300 subscriber commitment, I will definitely give you one of these every week. Not only looking over the 2020 class, but the 2021 and 2022 classes to see what you have coming down the pike. So hit that subscribe button, like what we're doing. We love that support. Y'all have a good one.